If there's one thing I've got to do before I die, it is that I have to go to Quanzhou. Quanzhou is an amazing city. The old architecture is still preserved, and the old ways are still preserved. Another thing I have to do before I die is teach my friend Adam to learn Chinese.
Uncle Hansa!
Oh, yeah,
Good
how are you
morning.
doing? What do you think of the place?
Oh, I think it's a really interesting city. People are nice. It's a nice city.
Yeah, this city was very hot in the old days, about 1,000 years ago during the Yuan and Song dynasties. And there were people from all over the world who came here. They spoke 100 languages and from about 98 countries. And they had many beliefs, and it also influenced the architecture to a huge degree.
Well, I guess the character I should be focusing on here is Zhu, right?
Yes, Zhu. It means to live. In particular, it means where you live. So let's take a look at how people live in this amazing place. If you really want to understand how life is in Quanzhou, you need to come to Xijie. This is Zheng Guoheng. He's lived here for 20 years. He took us to a local old-fashioned house. The swallowtail ridge on the roof is a characteristic of the local architecture. It means that the people here must be like swallows and always return to their nests and return to their homes. There are many beautiful patterns on the front wall of the house, and the owner hoped that these patterns would bring good luck to the family.
So, as you may see, this is a timber-framed living room, and the timber-framed a lot of beams and bracket system, and also the pillars. And probably you would like to explain to us about the liang.
Here we have a beam. We have all kinds of beams in Chinese. We have men liang. The word for beam is liang. If we look at the character, we see on the side a shui, which is water, and on the bottom we have a mu, which is wood. And then on the upper right-hand corner, we have a character that's actually from the character for knife. And the original meaning was a beam across a river or a small bridge. You have the knife or axe that cuts the wood that you can put over the water and make a bridge. So that's the original logic of the word. Yeah.
Wow, excellent. To cut the timbers into the frame, into the shape, knitted shape.
Well, to cut the tree
To cut the tree
into a timber.
into a timber.
After visiting the local dwellings, we decided to continue to learn more about the decorations in the homes of the locals, which means porcelain.
Uncle Hansa, where are we going?
We're going to a place called Fujian Dahua. It's a porcelain factory, and they have been using fire kilns there for 800 years.
Fire kilns. Wait, that sounds like a lot of pollution. Do they still use fire kilns?
No,
What
actually, lately they've updated it greatly so it doesn't pollute the atmosphere.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Let's do it. That's Yoda. Made out of porcelain, I am. Right? You know, from Star Wars, right?
Interesting. So, where do you sell these ceramic pieces?
We're selling for 100 more countries.
100 more countries around the world. The porcelain from here has been well known all over the world for centuries. They don't make any colors to this because it's already perfectly white.
It's perfect.
Yes. This is high quality white porcelain. Modern firing methods use more environmentally friendly natural gas and electricity to produce the heat. In other respects, they still insist on manual methods. The making of a piece of porcelain is not as simple as it looks. I broke it.
不用太用力，
哦，对，这个，
太用力就这个是不是土嘛，还没塑烧。
哦，对。So, did you break yours?
No. No, I'm a good student.
You have to be careful.
Yes, don't hold it by the handle. Do I dare try again or am I fired? You gonna give me one more shot? Okay. Don't, come on, I got a wife and 2 kids at home. I need this job, okay? I feel, I'm scared because it's very fragile right now. And I want to be a good worker. It's beautiful. Now, Uncle Hanzo, what is the character for porcelain?
The character for tsi. On the top, you have a character that is pronounced tsi. That's the pronunciation. On the right-hand side, you have a chen, and on the left-hand side, you have 2 dots. That's called a 2-dot water. And on the bottom, you have a wa. If you want to make a picture, a pictograph of some porcelain or some ceramics, the wa is a type of tile that they put on the roof, and it would go over this way and then under and then over and then under.
Right, like tiles, roof tiles. Okay. Well, cool.
So, 我们为什么来这边？
因为我们想知这些移民兄弟要出海的话，就来这边祈祷，出海一帆风顺，一路平安，满载而归。
The coastline of Quanzhou is tortuous and long, and the area is filled with tens of thousands of cargo ships. Mr. Tsai is a fisherman who has been fishing for 20 years. He has spent half of his life on the sea. You guys live在这边吗？
对对对，这是我们的生活区。哦，生活区还有那个机舱。这边是机舱，下去是机舱。这些都是我们平常睡觉的地方。
When you go to sleep, is the door open or door closed?
一般睡觉的都是关着，不然很吵。
Imagine the sound though, or not the sound, the heat, right? My gosh.
这是我们的厨房。
吃饭的
啊，煮饭的厨房，煮饭的厨房。
很辛苦。
这个辛苦，有风有浪，有时候有台风，台风就要跑了，就要跑回家了。
危险，对。
跑回家避风。上面是驾驶室、驾驶台。
对。
驾驶室哦。我在海上工作的话，就很想念岸上的家，在岸上就想出海去工作的那个家。
所以你有2个家，一个是在海上，
海里就是像我的家一个家，山上一个家。
Every time you go out to sea, it can be very dangerous. You never know when something bad will happen, and you may not come home. There's a song in Chinese. It roughly translates, "If you strive, then you will win." The people of Quanzhou understand this, and although they may go far, they always return home, and their home represents everything, the entire world.
祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，生日快乐，快乐。
What is a home? What is the difference between a home and a house? Some of us are destined to live in great mansions. Some of us are destined to live in poor conditions. But it is not the conditions that we live in. It is the people we live with. It is the family, it is the friends that make life worth living. It is the family, it is the friends that make a house a home.